All right, good evening to everybody here. I got a little bit of a impromptu setup here because my other room is not available here this evening, so appreciate you joining in here. I'd also appreciate if you would follow me on Instagram here. I'm going to try to move a lot of things toward Instagram, but I'm just needing to gather some followers to make that happen. I think we got one order that looks like it needs to still be paid for, so I'm going to just take a second and see if that's come through yet or not. Not seeing it paid for yet, so let me see if I want to put that out here. Give me a second. Maybe it just got paid for just now, perhaps. Yeah, it looks like we're all ready to go, so that's good. Everybody's paid for, so that's awesome. All right, so we got 5 of these Bowman Draft Sapphire. Sorry, 4. I misnumbered that there in my head there. I had 5 pulled out, but it's only 4. So actually, it was a pretty good deal for the buyers tonight. I think you got it almost at cost. So good on you guys, and good luck to everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started here since we've got 8 or so in here, and I said we're going to start at 10:30. So we will take a look at all this. Not going to be super loud here because, as I said, I'm in the dining room here instead of my kind of room off on its own. So don't want to wake any sleeping giants in the house here. So hopefully you understand that. So please do follow me there on Instagram. And like I said, it's a little bit different setup here tonight. Usually I'm in a little more spread out area, but here we are. We're ready to get started. So we'll go with our Bowman Draft Sapphire. So I did a little research here to make sure I know the top prospects. I know the top 3 big names with Tamar Johnson and Jackson Holiday and of course Elijah Green then, which I just realized is the son of Eric Green, who was a tight end for the Steelers that I rooted for back in the 90s, and that makes me feel pretty old to see his son be old enough to be a big major league prospect. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started here, and we're looking for 2 parallels in each pack. Not each pack, that'd be awesome. Each box. So I have heard of some extra parallels floating around for some people. So we'll take a look and see if that's possible, and we'll see who comes up in these packs. So here we go. Once again, I appreciate a follow on Instagram. I'm going to try to move things there eventually to get a little off of eBay, but we'll see if that takes hold or not. Start with Jimmy Crooks, Alexis Hernandez, Marlins here, Cappy, and Parada. I know that's a decent one there, I think, for the Mets as a catcher prospect. So we'll get him sleeved up. We'll sleeve all the rookies and parallels for transport, but on camera here we'll just do the hits. Second pack coming up. Jacob Marcy. And behind that is Troy Melton. And then Acuna for the Rangers. Oh, Elijah Green. There you go, Nationals. You came through with Elijah Green. He's a little skinnier than his dad. was, to say the least. All right, Elijah Green with the hit there. One of the top 3 or 4 chases for the rookies, or rather first prospect. Bryson Motts. Khalil Watson, he was a chase last year. Benny Montgomery, also one of the ones from last year. And Jordan Sprinkle. All firsts and parallels will be sleeved for shipping. Still waiting on those two parallels, and we got one here. It's going to be a green. There's Drew Baker, Blake Burkhalter, and our green is a first. It's a Cardinal first. Bryson Motts. That's out of 50. So the first one there goes with the Cardinals. Out of 50. Okay, one more parallel still live in this box. Don't forget to please follow me up here on Blazing Breaks. It's going to have a gold in it. So a green and a gold in this one. Trevor Martin. Sean McLean. Is our gold going to be a first? It is a first. Gold is a first. It's a Royal. I know the Royals have Gavin Cross as one of the top rookies. Let's see if that's who it is. It's Mason Barnett. So I guess this isn't a gold, this is a yellow. So it'd be to 99 there. Still a first. Both of our parallel firsts were pitchers. So we should be done with parallels, but as I said before, I did see some folks mentioning that they had hit more than 2 parallels. Alex Freeland, Adam Mazur, and Henry Davis, one of the top prospects from last year's draft class. No longer a first designation for him, of course. Ryan Reckley, prospect. Trey Lipscomb, Polanco, prospect, and Kobe Mayo, part of the Orioles. One of the top farm systems thought of coming into this year. Okay, we got Ricardo Cabrera leading off. Cutter Coffee, interesting name for him. Luis Metza, Jonathan Clace, he was also a decent chase last year. So here we have our hits from the first box, a couple of firsts, and then the Elijah Green and Kevin Parada, so a couple top rookies. Decent start. Let's go to our second box and see what comes up. Definitely trying to keep the noise down tonight. Hope you understand that. I'm usually not one of the kind of yell and scream guys either, so it's not necessarily my style. Once again, please remember up here, follow me on Instagram if you're watching now or watching later. I'd really love to move more to pick your team or random team breaks going through Instagram only instead of eBay. Mikey Romero, let's see, was he the... I know there was a Red Sox prospect, but I'm not catching that one at the moment. Matt McLean, Dalton Rushing, and Daniel Cueva. All right, so a couple of firsts there. Appreciate everybody paying right away. We didn't have to wait for anything here tonight. That's always good. Eric Brown. Dominguez, seems like he's been a prospect for years now. J.R. Ritchie and Zach Veen. Seen a lot of these names that I remember from last year's Bowman being firsts, and now they're just prospects. Henry Bolt or Bolty. Nick York. Sal Stewart. There's another Parada. So Mets hit 2 Kevin Paradas. I believe he's a catcher. Will he be the next Mike Piazza? I don't know what his makeup is. All right, still looking for the 2 parallels from this second box. And don't think we have one here. All right, Robert Moore starts us off. Hernandez from the Orioles. Cappy and Acuna. We've seen some of those names already once tonight. A few doubles coming up. All right, Jimmy Crooks III. Alexis Hernandez. I think he was a big Bowman Chrome prospect last year. Elijah Green is back. Nationals hitting twice on Elijah Green's, and then Benny Montgomery. So Nationals, you have hit twice on your Chase guy here. There it is. And we got a green coming up here. That's going to be to 50. Jacob Marcy, Blake Burkholder. We're seeing some of the same names. Jordan Sprinkle, we've seen that one. All right, we're 2 for 2 on firsts. Where are we here with this one? Oh, we're 3 for 3 on firsts. And this looks like a Guardian. Justin Campbell, but we also are 3 for 3 on pitchers. Not necessarily what we're looking for. All right, 3 for 3 on firsts, but all pitchers thus far. Okay, here we go with Troy Melton, and we're going to get an orange here. I think this could be a little lower number. Sean McClain is in the back. And the next one is Bryson Motts. We've seen him already. And not a first, but it is a Padre. So Padres, you're coming out with a Roseman Verdugo to 25. All right, so the orange to 25. First one we've seen of the lower number. It's Verdugo from the Padres. First hitter parallel, but not a first. Okay, we got a pitcher for the Yankees on top here. Khalil Watson, second year. Trevor Martin and Adam Mazur. All right, second box, decent. Pretty much the same as the first box now that I think about it. We got the same base rookies or base firsts, and then we got two colors, the lower number color with the orange. All right, so that's 3 boxes in, or 2 boxes in, 2 to go, halfway home. We'll have these shipped probably by Saturday. Today's Wednesday, so I put in the description. We're looking at 3 business days of shipping. So that's kind of how to safeguard that. Sometimes you gotta remember real life is out there too. All right, Jeff Williams starts us off. Jordan Lawler, another one of those big guys from last year. And Mayer behind him, he was a big first last year. There's Gavin Cross. He was one of the top names for this season. All right, so third box. Once again, having to be a little quiet here with the family around. Had to change up the setting. Cade Horton, Ramos, Mendez, okay, Clark Elliott is our first. There's a good chance that I will go ahead and sleeve every card because of the Sapphire, and I'll top load, of course, the bigger hits. There's a Colas and Nate Furman. All right, running a little cold here. Haven't seen Jackson Holiday. Haven't seen Tamar Johnson. We have seen Elijah Green twice, and now we have a green. And there's Dominguez. I wonder if Elijah Green is on a green. Is that a name color match? That's interesting to think about. And it is a first. Looks to be the A's first, and so it's Clark Elliott. Clark Elliott. There we go. Clark Elliott is our 4th out of 5 when it comes to parallel firsts. Another athletic first on the top here, and a yellow behind that. That's our highest number, I believe, 99. Alvarez from the Braves there. Okay, so yellow to 99. Not a first. It's going to be a red, it looks like. Matt McClain, shortstop. Okay, so this is a yellow. It's a red, but yellow. Sometimes you got to live with the dad jokes, but it's a red yellow, or a yellow red. I don't know which way you'd go. All right, so like I said, kind of low key tonight. Nick York, Robert Moore, Jake Bennett, and we finish with Huggins. I think that was 3 out of 4 were firsts. Nice to see. All right. Only takes 1 pack for something big to happen. Hernandez, Jimmy Crooks. We've seen some of these names. And a couple of pitchers. All right. Last pack of the 3rd box. 1 more to go. Alexis Hernandez, Marcy, Montgomery, also a chase last year. All right, so the 3rd box only yields us the Gavin Cross and the 2 parallels. 4th box coming up, last one. Once again, please subscribe there or follow on Instagram. Going to try to maybe get some movement on some things there eventually. And we're on to our last box. Okay, here's one for the Tigers that is a good hit. We've got Jace Young, second base. Valera, he was a chase in the last year's product. And then Chorio, also one of the chases. So that one had a year late and $1 short there for some of those. Young here. Let's see if we get a nice low number parallel coming up. Hey, Tamar Johnson. There we've got our Pirate chaser. Pirates, you've hit. Noel. Harrington, Pirates hit twice. And Cannon. Hope he's got a good arm if his name is Cannon. There's Tamar Johnson, number 2 pick, I believe, overall. Oh, sorry, number 4 pick. So we need Jackson Holiday to show up to have hit most of the big ones. Verdugo, we had him in a low number parallel. Still looking for 2 parallels in this one. Trey Sweeney was a decent one from last year. There's Cole Young and Diaz. All right, 4 packs should still get us 2 parallels left. And looks like this one is not, so we're going to have 2 out of 3 left. Misarowski, Dylan Ray, Brooks Lee, and Leonard. A lot of these second-year guys had firsts last year that were somewhat desirable. All right, our parallel here is a yellow. Melendez, Hubbard, Logan Tanner. Okay, the yellow is a first. Okay, it's a national, but I can already tell I don't believe, yes, directly from Topps. Directly from Topps. And so it's Mackenzie. Not the top national. Yellow parallel. Yeah, so these did come directly from Topps, which actually they shipped from Ohio, which is the Fanatics shipping, so that might be, I don't know if they're doing some transitioning with that already here. So our last parallel looks to be green. Gonzalez, another Pirate first. And okay, okay, could this be Churio maybe? All right, that's a nice hit for the Brewers. How about that? Out of 50, Churio, and second year, not first, not Bowman first, but it is one of the top prospects with a 50. All right, so Brewers, low-key hit there for you. And we got one last pack. Ryan Ritter, Mason Barnett, Ben Joyce, and Prelip. Okay, so that last box gets an out of 50 for one of the top prospects. Mackenzie there, Tamar Johnson, Young. And so that wraps it up. Once again, please follow me there on Instagram if you're watching this now or watching it later. I appreciate everybody being on board here tonight. And again, just a little low key with tonight, the way it had to be set up. But please look for down the road for some more auctions and maybe on Instagram as well. So everybody have a great night. I really appreciate your patronage and your business. So take care, everybody.